Thank you for joining me here at Pilates Workouts Online. Today we're going through another side-lying leg series using the Magic Circle. If you're looking for more ways on how to add props into your at-home workouts, visit me at PilatesWorkoutsOnline.com. Hit that subscribe button and that like button, and let's start moving on the mat. We're gonna start kneeling on the mat. So I have my Magic Circle. I'm gonna take it off to my side, and then I'm just gonna lean over to the circle as I reach one leg out. I'm gonna think about squeezing into this bottom butt cheek to help reach the hip forward. And then I'm just gonna lean over a little bit into the circle, taking my hand to my hip, and I'm gonna lift and lower my outside leg. So reaching it up and back down. Again, working to keep the hip reaching forward so you're not sitting back into the hips as you move here as much as possible. Let's do 3 more. On the next one, we're gonna hold the leg lifted. I'm gonna take my hand to the sky. I'm gonna reach my hand forward as my leg goes back, and then come back to center. Leg back, hand forward, and back to center. Reach, and back in. Good. And just a light pressure into that circle. If you press too hard, usually you'll fall right over. Good. And every circle is different. Sometimes they have a little bit more, they're a little sturdier than others. So just take your time as you move. Let's do 3 more. You can even have your hand up on a small box as well, or a small chair, like a step stool. 2 more. And then we'll come back to center. I'm going to take this leg, reach it down. I'm going to take my top arm, reach overhead, and then back to upright. Reach overhead and back up. Let's do 3 more. Getting a nice stretch into our side body. And then after this next one, we'll come back to upright, and we're going to lay down onto that side. So towards where the circle was. And we're going to take this Magic Circle in front of us. I'm going to keep it close to my chest, a little bit below my shoulder, pretty close to shoulder height. I'm going to press in the circle. I'm going to lay flat on my bottom arm. As I press down, I'm going to lift both legs and then reach them back down. Press down, lift the legs, and lower. So you're getting a little bit of an arm press as those legs lift, and feel like those legs are being pulled away from your body. Full inhale, deep exhale. Good. Try to hug those legs together, like that bottom leg is lifting that top leg. Good. 2 more. And then we're going to hold the legs lifted. As I hold the legs lifted, I'm just going to beat those heels together. Click those heels together. Holding them up. Hold that lift for 5 more. 2. And 1. And then I'll lower everything back down. So I'm going to lift myself up onto my hand now. I'm going to reach that circle down to my leg. So I'm going to press my bottom leg into the pad of the circle, and my top leg will come to that top pad. So from here, I'm just going to press down to the circle, resist it up. Press down and resist up. Think about working through that inner thigh to help squeeze the ring. Good. 2 more. And then we'll hold the release of the circle. I'm going to take that top leg lifted up. I'm going to tap the floor in front of me. Rainbow arch back and tap behind me. Tap it forward, tap it back. Find that breath. Good. Resisting in both directions. And just staying as still as you can through the rest of the body. So really just think about moving within this hip socket. Good. Let's do 1 more time in each direction. And then we'll come back through center once we're even. I'm going to bend my leg in, thread it through the circle, bend the leg in, and reach over the circle. So bend in, reach under the circle, bend in, and reach over. Good. Take your time. Focus on that breath. If you want to challenge your balance, take that top arm, and you can reach it up to the sky, and still work to stay as still as you can through your body as this top leg moves. Let's do 1 more time under, 1 more time over. Good. And then I'll bring that leg down. I'm going to press my hand on the floor and press myself to upright. Bending my knees in, keeping that circle on the same side. I'm going to reach over for a mermaid stretch and then come back to upright. So I'm lightly pressing that circle as I reach overhead. Find that stretch through this side of the body. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll hold this last one over and then rotate towards the floor. See if you can get both hands to the circle. If you can't quite reach, just take your other hand and reach it down towards your thigh. Slowly unwind the body, coming back to upright. And let's come back up onto those knees. So over to the other side for that side kneeling. Reach that leg long, press in the circle, hand to your hip. And let's take the outside leg lifted up and back down. And take this time to find your positioning of the circle if you need to reach it out a little further or closer, but your arm should be pretty close to straight here. Again, remember, keep this bottom hip reaching forward as much as your body allows today. 3 more. On this last one, let's hold that leg lifted, take that top arm, reach it to the sky, reach the leg back as the arm goes forward, and then back to center. Leg back, arm forward, and back to center. Find that reach, find that length. Good, and just a gentle press into that circle, helping to keep us upright. Good. Three more. And then after this last one, come back to center, reach that leg down, then take this top arm, reach it overhead, and then back up. Reach overhead, and back up. So just finding a stretch through our side, but still we're gonna stay lifted up out of this armpit, so it's somewhat similar to a side plank. We'll do 3 more. And then after this next one, we'll come back to upright, good. And then from here, we're gonna lay down onto our side. Taking that circle in front of us, we'll lay flat onto this bottom arm. So I'm gonna press into the circle, and as I press into the circle, I'm gonna lift both legs and lower. So squeezing from that armpit, feeling the hug of those inner thighs, like that bottom leg almost lifts that top leg up. Like those legs are being pulled away from your body. Let's do 5 more. Getting ready for that hold in 3. And then we'll hold those legs lifted. Let's beat those heels together. Still think about the length, like those legs are being pulled away from you as you click those heels in. Good. And then we'll slowly lower those legs back down. So I'm going to take the circle, I'm going to reach it out, pressing away from me. So my bottom leg is pressing into that pad, and then my top leg will come on top. So from here, let's squeeze into the ring with that top leg and release. Press down, squeeze, and release. Good. Feeling that whole length of the inner thigh, helping to press that ring down. Let's see, 5 more. 2. And then after this last one, we're gonna release the squeeze of the circle. I'm gonna bring that top leg to a hover. I'm gonna tap the floor in front of me, tap behind me. Tap it forward, tap it back. Think about the length and the thigh as you move here. Good, just stay connected into the breath. And working to prevent touching that circle as you go up and over like a rainbow arch. Let's do 3 more sets. Good. And then after the last one, once we're even, we'll come back to center. We're gonna bend the leg in, reach through the circle, bend the leg in, reach over the circle. So bend in, reach through, bend in, reach over. So just threading that needle and doing your best to not touch that circle with your top leg. So just try to find that connection here. And you're almost there, keep moving. Good. Let's do 1 more time in each direction. And then we'll place that leg on the circle, and then we'll sit ourselves to upright. So keeping that circle where it is, keeping the legs bent, and then press in the circle, reach overhead, and then come back to upright. So I'm bending that elbow as I press on that bottom arm with the circle. And we'll do 3 more before we hold for that twist. Good. And then as you hold it over, maybe twist, rotate to the floor. If you can't quite touch the circle, just hold your shin instead, but holding into the twist. And then slowly take your time as you come out of that. Thank you for joining me for this side lying series using the Magic Circle. If you enjoyed today's workout, drop in some comments down below. Let me know how you felt from today's series. And again, visit me at Pilates Workouts Online so you can find more workouts using a variety of different props for your at-home Mat Pilates workout. Hit the subscribe button and that like button, and I'll see you back here soon.